Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 7 of Shogun. Last episode had a lot of political machinations going on, as well as Toranaga trying to ease and relieve the tensions that are kind of building up within the camp itself. I'm not exactly sure if that worked at all, but I'm excited to see what happens next, so let's go ahead and hop into this week's episode. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes from actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. You got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, and try to make it worth your while, so sure go to support channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and with that all said out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 7, A Stick of Time. Here we go. Oh, what is this? Is this a flashback, or did we jump ahead a little bit? Lord Toranaga has won. "46 years ago." Oh, wow. Holy. Holy shit. Wow. I mean, that's kind of honorable to not want to try to hide the fact that he lost to someone so young. He's like, hey, let it be noted that this kid fucked me up. God damn, man. Wonder if things will be amicable at all. He said, like ice. Oh, whoa. Did I see your camp got wrecked, or was I seeing things? Just his hand went straight to his sword. No, okay. Well, maybe we're okay. We'll see, though. This could be a well-built fence for all we know. Do not forget about. Damn, nice. Sounds like a plan to me. See, he gets it. He gets it. I mean, it sounds like he's already pretty chill with helping. But again, I don't want to get my hopes up too fast. You never know. Dude, I'd love to go to a hot spring, man. Meeting of one stick of time. I imagine it's like a stick that's burned, and it's like once it's reached its end is when your time is up. Is that correct?
Does this order of Crimson Sky mean that I am to be given maritime command during our attack?
Just stringing him along, stringing him along.
Well, here I am, bestowed countless gifts titles, swords, and fiefs, but when it comes time to actually serve him, I'm ignored.
He makes a point.
I'm beginning to wonder if these gifts have any bloody meaning at all.
I
urge you to let this go.
Please tell him I am ready for whatever our fate may bring.
後ほど菊に会えるかどうか尋ねに参ったのじゃ。菊は会えておるのか。
お菊を7日の間お買い上げになったのでございます。
Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to do without for a full-on week.
神様のような生き盛んなお若いお侍様にもっと似合いのものを。
She basically just told him, like, you're not good enough for our best girl. Maybe we could do someone else.
よくよく思い返してみれば、あの夜安仁様のお心は別の方のもとにあったような。
No, god damn it.
富士。
おじい様。
Aww.
これはわしからお前に手渡したいと思ってるぞ。
Aww. The ashes. Yeah.
大坂でお前と別れた時からこれはわしが守ると決めておった。
このお務めを果たしましたら私も自害して灰になるつもりにございます。
なぜ生きようとせん。何故二人が命を懸けた勝利を味わおうとせんのだ。
この先に勝利があるのでございましょうか。
We hope. We can really only hope right now.
おじい様の息子文太郎様は我らの誇りにございまする。
Yeah, he comes off way less callous than his son does.
初めて敵を討ち取った時は初めて女子を知るより心地よいものじゃと聞いたが、
どこでそのようなことを聞かれたのですか。
誰もそう申しておる。
それは女子によりますぞ。
Depends on the kill too. Like, what if he barely pulled it off? What if it was an accident? What if it's one you don't necessarily are proud of in the end?
およ、お主、月夜の晩ごとに違う女子を抱いておるのじゃろう。お主の父親もそうであった。
何を言うな。お腹を垂らすことに関してはおじ親の方がずっと上手じゃ。
They do look like they could be related.
Some remarks about how long it has been since he has seen Nagakado-sama.
There's a little more to it than that. Oh no, after that conversation with the head courtesan,
ございましょうな。
Omi's gonna be
奥方様が
picking up some stuff.
安仁様への務めを果たされるのをご覧になると。
And here he goes, making his move.
吉井虎長、戦の神道じゃ。わしが聞いた話では、恥さらしの溝口が降参して神戸を垂れた時、わずか12の小わっぱでありながら、敵将の首を塔の元に切り落としたのじゃ。
Yeah, he doesn't take. I don't think he takes any pride in that, though. Or maybe there's more to it than we saw even.
いかがでございましたでしょうか。
あの遊女じゃな。かたじけない。
He's like, fuck, I don't want to hear about this right now, man.
皮を握ろうとし、夕日を抱こうとするに等しい。いや、ご褒美の吉井虎長殿はわしの軍に何をくださるというのじゃ。もしや兄上はわしに伊豆をくださるおつもりかの。
There it is.
兄上の話ももう一つあるぞ。兄上が名役を強固なものにする人質として今谷家が送られたその日のこと。我らが母上は兄上に勇ましゅう振る舞いと言われた。身の藁に臆病者はおらぬとな。やが兄上は母上の腕から離れた途端、袴にクソを漏らし、そのまま馬で十里を進んだのだそうじゃ。
Yeah, no one knows how to react to this one.
長門よ、お主はどちらが好みじゃ。おとぎ話か伝説か、それとも誠にあった話か。例えば兄上の申し出じゃ。
What the fuck, man?
父が伊豆の領主になればどんな伝説が生まれていたことか。じゃが別の申し出を受けたばかりでござる。
Oh no, yeah. Ooh. Fuck, did Ishido already make a play? And now he's like, what are you gonna give me? Who am I gonna side with? Oh wow. Yep, that fucking fence, man. Oh no. He's the replacement. Oh no, never mind. This is the order to retrieve him. Never mind. Okay, no, he is. He is Regent now. Great. You fucking dick.
ネバラ上前殺しに対する正式な沙汰としてお主には切腹が申し付けられた。
Oh.
受け取るでない。
We're at war, man. You ain't taking that order.
しかと熟考を重ね、明日の日没までにご返事つかまつる。
Wow, this is fucked up, man.
What happens if he surrenders?
We will be marched to Osaka and forced to grovel at Ishido-sama's feet, and half his men will commit seppuku out of allegiance to him.
My Erasmus is still moored in that cove. If you could get me the clearance I need to go aboard, then tonight I could go below, test the bilges. Yabushige's men could help with stepping the spare bowsprit in the hold. I fixed the sail myself. And then we could be out of that channel and we could...
What could we do, Anjin-sama?
Run.
Anything is better than standing here pissing around.
Did something happen that didn't carry over into the tales?
五十嵐殿をそなたのもとへ戻そうとお考えになったのじゃ。
Lots of heads and baskets, man.
Reggie, whose crest is that? Ishido-sama.
Great. Well, what do we do about that now?
ご決心はつきましたか。刀を血に濡らして戦いまするか。
何故戦場に出たことのない者は総じて戦をしたがるのかの。
Yeah, I think, I mean, the point of the story, you can say, sure, it was to embarrass him, but I think it was to show that he's just not hungry for that glory, the bloodshed. He's trying his damnedest to avoid as much of it as possible, while everybody else finds honor, glory in it to an obsessive point. But he doesn't hold value in all that, and seeing his son, he's like, hey, let's just die with blood on our swords. Let's go. He's like, God, dumb fucking kids.
何が望みじゃ。
歌方のように殿の庇護を賜りたいのでございます。一丁分を思い浮かべてくださります。その囲いの中に友情屋というよりは私がこの地に作りました茶屋のような店をひとまとめに集めるのでございます。また友情のためには座を設けます。私どもに明るい先行きをお与えくださります。幼い頃から稽古を積んだ者が老いても芸で身を立てられるようにしてくださります。
その方の途方もない願いを叶えるにはわしの先行きは短すぎよ。
そうでございましょうか。
Oh, is she gonna leak some intel? Because it benefits her?
の最後は近いと思っておいででしょう。されど私は疑うております。
我が宿命はすでに定まった。
宿命は刀と同じ。それを操れる者にのみ助けとなります。
I like that.
私は極貧の生まれ、浮かれ目として育ちました。かような忌まわしい宿命、呪わぬ者がおりましょうか。
But she's bent that fate to her.
されど辛さをなめるうちに野心とテレンテグラが身につき、
She took her fate into her own hands.
今の私はいずれ一番の女長者にござりまする。殿が極難に磨かれて今日の食わせ者になられましたのと同じでござります。ただ腑に落ちぬのでございます。迫り来る軍勢あらば患者が知らせるわけがなかろうに、手勢を弱らせたまま放っておいて弟君を迎えると、何故かようにうかつな過ちを。
Unless it wasn't a mistake.
わしが望んでそうしておると思うのか。我が軍勢を壊滅させたあの地震の後で。
Oh, well.
私などに何がわかりましょう。こんな遊女の慣れの果てのババア。線香ももうとっくに燃え尽きました。
I really liked that scene.
みんなで浸かるには湯が足りぬようじゃな。
Yoshige's, he's an interesting little character, man.
必ずもこの身柄と信じておられるのは何故にございまするか。
他に道があるか。幸福か。幸福の術など。
Or you hope that he wouldn't know how. It goes back to like what his brother was saying there, his uncle. What do you hold more value in, the legend, the stories, or the truth?
かつての良き者は皆我らがより多くを求めたがゆえに奪われてしもうたのでござる。
我らに入り用なのは策のみじゃ。ふぬけ侍どもを片っ端から叩き切ってくれようぞ。
ふぬけ侍か。
Oh, fuck.
ご自分のされたことを恥とは思われませぬか。
名を残すためとあらば恥も外聞もあるものか。己はどうじゃ長門。鶏のように殺され、名も立てぬうちに忘れ去られるのじゃぞ。
それが我が宿命ならば見事に死んでみせまする。
何が見事か。死とは森の中の孤独な道に過ぎぬ。
Is he trying to sway them to his calls or see his point of view or what? Or is he going to send a message with these two?
自分が釜入れになればよかったと思っておるんじゃ。その方が早く死ねたのにとな。わしはな、この宿命に縛られておる。どれほど死を避けても次の死が待っておる。石止めは崖の上、ついで大坂、そしてこたびじゃ。なぜお前に話しておるのじゃろうか。風に向かって小便をしてるようなもんじゃ。
He's got a good point though. Like he's just keeps stepping in shit, like one step after the other. Hi.
早くしろ。抜け。正しく構えよ。
Oh, he's trying to teach him.
もう一度じゃ。拾え。
I'm a fucking sailor. I don't know this blade from the
貴
handle.
様が何を話してるのかわしには分からん。早く拾え。
Now I'm picking up the sword and calmly.
何を笑っておる。
Oh, what the fuck? Did Omi give him too much?
Might as well be now.
I can't stand this guy, man. Jesus.
本来ならば拙者が石堂の比例を咎めるべきでござった。拙者にもっと度胸があれば忠義殿も藤殿の息子もまだ生きておったものを。
我らはできる時にできることをいたすもの。あとはそれで足りるように祈ることしかできませぬ。
I'm concerned because we cut away from that conversation with Seiki up there. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know we don't know what conversation was had with the youngins after that. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust them because they keep fucking shit up.
我らが死ぬ前に拙者に万人の首を取らせてくださりませ。何故じゃ。あいつが妻に向ける目つきが気に入りませぬ。万人がその方の妻の心を盗もうとしておると申すか。いかにも。マリコ殿がそれを許しておるとそう申すのか。万人の首をと申しましたが、妻の首をと申しておりません。わしの問いに答えよ。その通りであると思うなら、妻の首も即座に跳ねるのが筋である。申すことはあるか。
私の命は夫の思うがままでござりまする。
拙者は妻に過ちがあったと思うておりませぬ。ならば安心も責められまい。つまらぬことを申し上げました。成田即行よいしょ。そなたはどういう立場にあるのじゃ。
私は殿にお仕えしておりまする。
そなた決まってそう申すが、あの万人が絡むといつも物事の順序が曖昧になるようじゃ。父の敵と戦うわしの側におるのか、それとも万人の側におるのか、どちらかを選ぶのじゃ。
私は
I don't know why those have to be mutually exclusive.
殿に心からの忠義を尽くしてまいりました。されどどうかこの業の深い人生から私を解き放ってくださいませ。
I think he's just tired of people just wanting to throw lives away. Whether it's Toda over the barbarian, over the Anjin, over Blackthorne, or her just wanting to throw hers away. His kids wanting to throw theirs away for the glory of battle. Everybody's just so ready to either die or take a life.
たけたことを言い出した時、何故止めなんだ。敵将の首をはねた話よ。お主も見ておったであろう。
くたびでございましたぞ。首が落ちたのは。
9 times.
佐伯殿、わしはその方に降伏し、大坂に参ることを承知いたす。
いや、それ
Wow.
恐れながら虎中様。
口を挟むでない。
父上。
わしの腹はもう決まっておる。たとえ逆賊が救うておろうとも、日の本を分断するなど誰であろうといたしてはならんことじゃ。皇帝は誤りであった。
Oh, sit your ass down, dude.
The old great warlord who tricked his own loyal vassals into a noiseless smothering. Mina Shinu. Crimson fucking horse shit.
本日よりどこへも勝手に参られるよ。もはや兄上は何者でもございません。
私たちのまぐあいを高めさせていただいてもよろしゅうございまするか。
I'm sorry, what? What now?
殿の喜びを高める道具がございます。
Oh, that's what she meant.
取ってまいれ。
Are they gonna make a play? Because they would benefit from Toranaga's survival. They're gonna kill his ass. Or something. Take fate into their own hands. I mean, she's been a crafty little thing the entire time too, you know, whispering words of encouragement and advice into Omi's ear. They've all been kind of seeding these little things all along. Yep, here it begins. Your guards, you, yeah. Oh.
ようやく男になろうと思うたか。
All right, here we go. Oh, are you kidding me? Yo, oh my god, that is so... I mean, honestly, that is just in and of itself a representation of every move he has made up until this point. Wow. Yeah. I can't believe that, man. Dude, I don't know where we go from here. Like, Blackthorne, obviously, you know, seeing that he's just given up after all of this, after all these people have rallied behind his cause, that he's got all these things going up, much like with everything else, obviously, because his line, his men, his ship, all this stuff also kind of hinges on all of this. I mean, to be fair, he's kind of a bargaining chip in his own right once he gets into Ishido's hands, depending on what they do with him, what the church wants to do with him, whatever they do. Toranaga and all of his heads, his generals, his family are just going to be put to the chopping block. At the end of the day, he's not even going to put up a fight. That's what he sees, and that's what's getting him frustrated, because it's yet again a throwing away of lives. Even though Toranaga is trying to sacrifice as little as possible, he's like, hey, if I surrender, at least we're not going to shred the countryside going to war, unleashing even more chaos onto the land. He's trying to control that. Things have kind of gotten way farther than he had ever meant for them to. And then everybody else is trying to do their own things. I don't really necessarily know that this was his brother's plan to incite this with the nephew, with Toranaga's son, when he went to go kind of poke and prod him and Omi up in the hot springs. But that's what happened here. This whole idea of like people's quest for those legends, to make their mark, to be remembered, to create their own stories and legends that are going to be passed down and told. And then him and Omi have just been, that's like their only focus. Hell, Omi was willing to betray his uncle left and right if it benefited him. Yabushige the entire time was trying to figure out how to get out from under Toranaga's thumb, playing both sides until he got stuck being with Toranaga because it's the only side he can play right now. He's kind of resigned himself to where he's at, and especially since fate all brought them back to the same place. And he was like, all right, if you're going to bear those swords, just started to try to at least nudge Blackthorne towards learning how to actually use them. Then you have Buntaro, who's just, you know, after Omi's words at the little dinner, the little get-together, you know, and obviously he's been seeing these things. He's already got his own issues with his wife that are his personally because of her past, everything, her constant wishing for death. He sees these things, and that's only increased and exacerbated immensely by Omi's words. And it's yet another whisper that came from the courtesans. Maybe not Kiku, but from the head courtesan. I don't remember her name, but the lady that runs it all. She's the one that kind of let a little bit of that slip. And it just goes to show, like, how much power they kind of have and hold there in these ways, and especially with that scene with her and Toranaga where he's kind of resigned himself to the fate that's been handed to him while she was like, her life, he's like, hey, my fate threw me in a gutter, but I took that, and now I'm the most successful woman in the country. That's what she did with it. And he's afraid to wield his fate. He's a Minowara. He has been handed all of this power. One, just by his position alone, the family, all the things and lands that he controls, but also because of that lineage that ties him to the shogunate, and why the regency and everybody fears him so much is because of that fact. And he's just like, nah, I'm good. Nope. So I'm just wondering, what is going to be the line? Is there even going to be a line that pushes him to the edge to finally fight? I don't know. Is it going to be the death of his son? Whatever, and that's his own son's fault. It's yet again another point where, much like with the canon thing, where he's just tried to make his manifest, he tried to create and forge his own destiny, forge his own legend. Just like before, he sent them cascading into a war that wasn't part of the plan at all, and just threw a wrench into everything the Toranaga was trying to do. And much like that here, he just slipped on that stone and died by his own hand. That is like the perfect encapsulation of what Toranaga was trying to warn them about, and even his brother, what he was trying to warn them about, the truth of the matter, the truth of these stories that you don't know, that you hear these legends, you hear all these embellishments that people sell, but at the end of the day, it's not always the truth. At the end of the day, your father, you know, he shat himself being pried away from his mother. You know, people are people. You know, they're not these things, and it's just what these stories do to others that just want to also share in that wealth and that remembrance and that legacy. Like he said, you know, one's legacy is one of the most important things. Is like, there's no shame in trying to secure yours. You know, that's why he's doing what he's doing. That's why the uncle, the brother, has sided with Ishido, because it's only this. You know, he sees that as the winning side, and even though they're family and it sucks, he's doing this to at least cement himself, even if it is at the cost of his brother. Omi's still floating around, dude. I was surprised he's not dead, but Toranaga's kid has been hungry this entire time for action. And it's just one of those things, too, that Toranaga's just so against throwing lives away, whether it's by his own decision, people wanting to go out to take lives, or people wanting to take their own. He's just like, why are people just so hungry for death? And he's been trying to avoid that the entire time. That's why he's keeping himself on the chopping block almost at every turn. With all that as well, you know, it's just accentuated even more by that conversation between him and the lady of the courtesan house. Like, she has got her shit together. She's trying to secure a better future, and she thinks through him that could be achieved if he was willing to take fate into his own hands and wield it, but he's still afraid to do that. He's still just holding back at every step because of these realities, these all kind of juggling, like, because like every turn, man, he's surrounded by chaos and so many people playing their own games. There's stuff going on behind his back here. You know, there's all these different things happening within the camp, within his people, within his regiment. He doesn't really have a handle on anything at all right now. Like he was telling Mariko, she's got to commit. She's got to choose. She's got to be one thing or the other. And that's kind of what he's been doing too. He's been trying to figure things out. I don't know that he hasn't been committed to full-on warfare, but he hasn't also committed himself to surrender. So it's almost like he was getting frustrated because that was something he was frustrated in himself over as well. I don't know. That's how I read that scene as well, but I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you could look into a lot of these scenes and the intentions and all this sort of stuff. And what are people going to do? I don't know what the next step after this is, though, man. I just love how this series does a really good job at hooking you and dragging you along for the ride, because I can't wait to see what happens next week. But that said, guys, what did you think of this episode? What was your interpretations? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're on my channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Benny, Share, Ryan, Karen, York, Coruscant, Melita, Robert, Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake and Trail, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Justice Smith. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.